Hi.
Hello.
I was just there. I missed you. Okay. Let me go get your paper. Hang on. So this is a discussion board, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you coming Wednesday or not? Are you done?
I don't see it on the calendar. There's a meeting. But are you still tutoring on this Wednesday?
I am Wednesday, so you can come if you want.
Oh, okay.
Let me know.
Okay.
It would be in person, right?
Yeah, it'll be in person.
Yeah, just let me know when you let Christina know.
Yeah, okay. Because there's nothing on the calendar.
I know. I was just asking her this morning. But I'll be here, so if you need help.
Oh, okay.
Sitting around. Okay. This is a discussion board.
Yes. It's similar to the ones I did before, that paper. This like
right.
Based on the test I took, like a practice test.
Okay. Just reading it. Okay. All right. So we just covered the liability.
Yeah.
I scored the practice reading test. So it's your score, right?
I'm giving the score for it.
You're giving the practice reading test a score?
Yeah, I'm grading it on those questions. Yeah, I'm grading it based on the questions from the chart. About the reliability.
Okay. I gave the practice reading test a score of 2 out of 5 for reliability since it was easy. It did not indicate a time limit. Time limit. Oh, great. Good. Time limit or how it was great. Directions for each section were easy to understand since they were read out loud, identified with big yellow arrows. So
This,
it's not good that it didn't have a time limit or how it was graded, right?
yeah, because when I took the test, it was so-called a narrator reading out the test and the directions. They never mentioned about the time limit or like because the one I was taking was a practice and it was very short. I think maybe less than. I didn't time how long I took the thing, but uh, they were reading the directions and telling me what to do for the directions. Yeah, it was pretty short.
The fact that it's easy to understand is good though, right?
Yeah.
So the first part is a negative, but that's why I put in however. Now
Mhm.
positive, right?
Yeah.
Directions for each section were distinct. So I read out loud and identified. Okay. Assessment provided 3 practice opportunities and gave test taker. Assessment provided 3 practice opportunities. Now, 4 for the test taker. The assessment provided 3 practice opportunities for the test taker, who could also practice while the audio directions. Practice first 2 items choice with one of the correct answers pointed to. Would say indicated here?
Yeah, so-called like they clicked the wrong answer and then said, you can change it if it's not the correct answer." The narrator during the test said that.
Okay.
And then and after they said that, they changed it to the correct answer.
Okay, the first two. What is it? Can you just say the first 2 items were multiple choice with one of the incorrect answers allowing you to alter? Do we have to say indicated or pointed to? One of the incorrect answers allowing you to alter your answer, or you want that in there? I also could put it here.
I could change it, yeah.
I could put it there. One of the indicated incorrect answers allowing you, is that right? Because there's an answer that's indicated, right?
Yeah, they so-called like when they were talking about the questions, they're gonna so-called kind of tell you what you're supposed to do. They didn't really read the directions, but
Is it like an example?
Yeah, during the practice
Yeah.
version of it, example, it just clicked on the answer, but it was not really the correct answer.
I think that's okay. Each example and practice item had only 3 options to choose from. They were also similar. They were all right.
The test was the same for when I did that practice version.
They were all similar and easy for 9th to 12th grade students. Okay. Rating criteria analysis. Here we go. Okay. All right. Does that seem okay?
Mhm.
Validity. I'm just going to do them all the same way. I gave the practice test I gave the practice test a 5 out of 5 for content validity because the test answered all the questions in the checklist. Test measures what it was supposed to measure. Yes. What it is. The test measures what it is supposed to measure. This practice test avoids the irrelevant or contaminating variables. It relies on empirical evidence. Answers are chosen based on the directions. Relies on empirical evidence. Answers are chosen based on the directions, which gives it like that
Yeah.
test, right? The test
Yeah, it
is
was
the
a test.
Let's just say the test. Test. Practice test offers useful, meaningful information to test the test taker's ability. The practice test offers useful, meaningful information. Tests, let's say that tests the test taker's ability, since the test is on topics students are familiar with, since it is about school. Let's put that beginning of the sentence. It based. Since it is about school, practice test offers useful, meaningful information and test the testing ability. Since it's on topics, yeah, since topics students are familiar with. Okay, I think that's okay. Back?
Yes.
Right. Moving on to authenticity. We gave the practice reading test a 5 out of 5 for authenticity because the test mentioned everything. Checklist. Yeah, let's see. The language of the directions in the test is as natural as possible, since it's also being read out loud, I think to say. Since it's also being read out loud, and you need to read the simple directions. Who's the you?
You.
Who's right here? Who's that? Is that the test taker?
Yeah, I meant to write the test taker.
Let's
We need to.
And the test taker. Let's see. The language of the directions in the test is as natural as possible, since it's also being read out loud, and the test taker needs to read the simple directions. So who's reading out loud?
Oh, it's the computer, the narrator, and the computer. So-called.
Yes.
Yeah, the computer is reading the test.
Mm-hmm.
It's the computer reading the test.
And at the same time, the test taker needs to read it.
The computer was telling you to read the directions on the certain side of the page on the website.
Yeah.
It was telling you to read the directions. They were using arrows too when they were reading the directions.
Okay.
Yeah, to point to like the parts you need to read.
Do we need to say by the computer or no?
I think so, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because yeah, it's being read out by the computer. The so-called so for certain tests, the computer, the narrator for the computer is like they have a name, like as a teacher or something. But the one I took, they didn't have a name for as a teacher.
Okay. Okay. Language directions. All right. The items in the practice test are contextualized and not isolated. Since the test is a practice test on reading, the topic in the test test topic was about school and how a group of students were making what's the topic was about. I think we could just do this. The test topic was about how a group of students were making a poster, like at school or during school.
It showed like two little students making a poster. The first question was like asking you what supplies they would need to like glue something or something to use like a glue or scissor or a marker. One of those supplies for their poster. They're asking which one would they need to use for the poster.
Okay.
That was the first question. Like, and then we're making the poster. And then that second one was asking like what time is the soccer game? Yeah. And then the last one was hanging like telling you that the students hang the poster on the wall. And then
Okay.
there was like 3 little squares. You could either hang it on the door or on a like a little bulletin board or just on the wall for the thing
Okay.
for the poster.
Okay. Did I do that right? Should read it.
Yeah.
You got to make your tense consistent.
Oh, okay.
So this one says is, so that one should say it. Okay. Second question is about what time the poster says the game will take place. Second question is what time the poster says is about. What time the poster says the game will take place. Okay. Last question is about where the students. Uh-oh. Okay. Where tasks in this test represent real world tasks. The test was about activities students task about activities students in school Pass is to school. How they might help their teacher or classmates poster on the wall. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on practicality. Practice test. Gave. Practice test. 2 out of 5 for Grady Kelly because not all of the information is answered from the checklist. Answered from the checklist. Operating. All answered from the checklist. Just test time limits, cost, test time limits, time limits, test time limits. So cost, grading, whether results are reported back to students. The administrative details established before the test is the speaker of the directions. Is it really a speaker?
It was still the computer.
Plus, the computer will read out the directions to the test taker. Okay. Time frame for the students for this practice test is unknown, since the test I took is a practice test rather than not a practice. Practice. Practice rather than a real test. Cost of this test is unknown since the test is online and not foreign. Tests given to students is most likely to be taken on a computer. Taken on a computer. The score of the practice test is unknown, but it might Most likely, the scoring of the practice test is a no. But most likely will be graded by the computer. I think the test administrator is not the one grading the test. But I think the test administrator is not the one writing the test. But it's I think test administrator is not the one. I think the computer will be grading tests rather than I think the computer, I think a computer will be grading this test rather than a test administrator. Seriously?
Hmm?
Yep, that's all we need. Okay. We can get rid of all these words. I think a computer will be grading this test rather than a test administrator. Yep. Look at all those words we get rid of. Okay. The method of reporting the results is also unknown. Here it comes from that. The reporting the results is also unknown. So it's hard to know if the results given by method of reporting the results is also unknown. So it's hard to know if the results will be given by the teacher or the computer. Okay, fine. Okay, watch back. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay. I gave the practice test a 2 out of 5 for washback because it's kind of hard to determine if feedback can be given to students since the test is very short and not the real test. It's kind of hard to determine if feedback will be given to students since the test is very short. So it's a practice test, right?
Yeah, it was not really the real test, but if I really took the test, I think it seems very easy to. From the way the practice was, because when I did my practice, it was the same questions when they showed in the examples of how to do the test. Yeah.
So this test, practice reading test is like feedback after all students. Test this test is a practice test. So students are given a pre-test opportunity to review the subject matter in the test. Okay. All right, since this test is practice test, just opportunity to review the subject. Okay. There's no written feedback. Students feedback is given. So known is there will be feedback given to students after. Oh my God. There's no written feedback. There's no written feedback given to students. So it's a known if there will be. Yes. I think the teacher will use class time to go over some of the questions in the practice test or the real test. Or the real test place. Teacher will most likely offer advice to students to focus in the future for them to practice. Most likely offer advice to students. Focus. Focus. Teacher will most likely offer advice to students so in the future they can focus on practicing for the topic. So they can focus. So they can focus and get practice. Teacher will most likely offer advice to students so in the future they can focus on the topic and get more practice. Practice before the real test. I think questions are encouraged from students after they take this. I think questions are encouraged from students after they take this practice test.
Oh, that one was about if the for the test, if students will be able to ask questions about the test.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what it was about.
Okay, does that seem okay?
Yeah.
I think we're done.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Okay, so maybe I'll see you on Wednesday, maybe I won't.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. But I'll be there
Alright.
for the other event from the 3 to 5.
Oh yeah, I'll see you at the party.
Yeah.
Sure, right?
I'll
Okay.
be there for that one.
Alright.
And I think I might be for the touring too.
All right, well, just let me know so I'm around. Okay. So
Yeah. Okay.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I'll see you in the afternoon for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye-bye.